I'm just a graphic designer, yeah. That's all. That's my profession, and I'm a teacher too. So, and the rest I'm enjoying my life. That's my profession too, to have a good life. Yeah. Founder of a design studio in Germany named Hort. Hort is a typical German word for kindergarten. And I think the name fits very well to the studio, and we used to play a lot. The way we work is very playful, but it's on the other side it's very, very professional. So by playing we come up with professional solutions for problems. And I was more interested in science. I was more interested in finding out new shapes and trying to experiment with graphic design, and I think that's how you come to new styles, or however you name it. You know, I never wanted to put a style on a job. There's a job and there's a description, a brief, and I have to follow the brief, and I have to come to a good concept, and from this concept the style is developing. We always think first it needs to be functional. It needs to be a very good solution for the client, and the last thing is it should look very good. I always want to do something different I did before. That makes it interesting for me, and this is my motivation to go to work, is always find out new things and try to come up with something that never expected in myself. And I'm letting all the people who work at Hort, I'm letting them go. And this is very important for me, that they're not following my way. They're not clones of me. They always add their own personality to the job. That makes our work maybe sometimes special, because it's not just one person. Sometimes it's 10 persons. That there was a moment in my life where I found out that I have limited skills, you know. And this is a hard moment for a graphic designer, I think for everyone, that you are not able to do special things. First I got really frustrated about this, and after a while reflecting on this problem, on this personal problem, I found out that there's just a big freedom behind saying, okay, I'm going to work with other people who maybe do it, and who are maybe professionals and super in whatever, you know. So I just opened myself, and now I love to work in a team. And everyone at Hort is a team player. I support them. I always tell them, every new job, I always tell them, please surprise me. And I think it's like Christmas. Every day is like Christmas for me, you know. They give me something, and I open this present, and I'm really surprised about it. And I was like, oh, thank you, thank you. We share ideas, and we're not afraid of sharing ideas. This is often a big problem, that people are afraid of telling your ideas to someone else, and maybe because you think he maybe steals it. Or we are a group, you know. There's no one who steals anything. We want to do something together. So, yeah. What was the question? Our human life is full of little errors, and in the computer there's not an error. And I like when things are not really absolutely mathematically perfect, you know. I like when there's a little error in it, or something like this, yeah. And because I think that these little errors are talking to us. And the funny thing is, when you work by hand, people are coming and talking to you and speaking with you. But when you work on a computer, people don't do it. But when you're cutting something and gluing and a spray can, whatever, you know, everyone is invited. What are you doing? Oh, let me see. Oh, maybe you should turn the spray can around. It's a much better thing. Look, and you know, and people interact more with each other. Yeah, and on a computer you can't. You can't go to someone's mouse, you know, and take the hand and see, it's better like this, you know. But in the end, we work on the computer, sure. So for me, computer is just a tool. It's like a brush, like a knife. You should use it when you have to use it. You have to use this right. And it's funny because the first computer I had was an Apple Macintosh 2, I think, and it had 64 megabyte RAM. It was super slow, and everything I wanted to do in Photoshop, like turn around an image, it was a decision. So I had to make this decision. I'm gonna turn around this image now for 45 degrees, because I knew it will take you 5 minutes to do it. So it was really, you had to think about pushing this button, you know? Right now you can do it like pop, 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 and you don't think about it anymore. Yeah? Designing is something that is not happening by just doing, it's happening by thinking about it. Use your hands is something, we shouldn't reduce it to like the mouse, you know? Headphones on, at the same time chatting with Facebook and whatever. You know that I was a gymnast. I was a professional gymnast until I was 17. I don't look like this anymore. Yeah? I'm not doing any sports anymore. Okay, next question please. That if I take my time to give you feedback on your work, I'm really interested in you, because it's my time and it's my decision to use my time for giving you a feedback. So feedback is something very, very positive, because you want to give someone your perspective on something, and the person gets the possibility to take this perspective and maybe become better because of this. Yeah? And in our culture, feedback or criticism, yeah, is something very negative. Everyone is fearing that someone says, "Oh, that is not a good solution." You know? Everyone is taking it personal. You know? Everyone thinks, "Oh, I'm a bad designer, so maybe they don't love me, and I want to be a design hero. I want to be sexy. I want to be loved." And you know, and it's not about this. It's about, I want you to become better and stronger. This is something very positive, you know. I don't want to blame someone by criticizing their work. So I'm taking it very serious what I'm doing by teaching. You know, I'm really looking on every person. What can I do? How can I help this person to become someone who's standing in the world like this? You know? And has something like moral, like ethics, like, you know, I don't want to work for weapon companies and so, you know, I want that people are really taking care of what they're doing, because graphic design is very powerful, and you have to take care that you use it in the right way. You know, in our history, in German history, like the fascists, you know, like you just have to look at how powerful the graphics of Adolf Hitler was, you know. Red, black, the side, this is graphic design. So we really should take care what we're doing, because it's, you know, it's very, the visual, the image is very powerful and strong, and we should think about before we design.